Today I'll be making fondant cake for you. It requires 3/4 cup cream, or half and half, 2 eggs, 2 cups powdered sugar, 2 cups of flour, and chopped almonds or grated lemon rind. You may also want wax paper too to put in the bottom of the pan so it comes out easier with a little bit of oil on top. The first thing you want to do is set your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, that is. Next you then, you take this here stuff and, you spray the pan down good. 2 of them if it's smaller. And if you want to use that wax paper idea, do the same thing, maybe a little grease, a little oil, works just great. Then you take your cream, you put it in a bowl, take your sugar, make sure it's powdered, put that in your bowl, take your flour, put all of that in there, 2 eggs, and make sure there's no little chickens growing in them. And you want to stir that up real good, and stir it till it looks about like that. And then you want to pour it in your pans. Once you've poured it into your pan, make sure you sprinkle some almonds over the top lightly, so it looks nice and pretty. Then at 350 degrees, put it in your oven. Bake it for about 20-30 minutes until it looks good. And when you're all done, it should look like this. Cut it into squares and it tastes really good. France is the largest country in Western Europe. Its capital is Paris, located along the Rhine River. Other major rivers include the Meuse, the Moselle, the Rhine, the Saône, the Rhone, the Loire, and the Garonne. Major freshwater bodies include the Lac Léman, or Lake Léman, which is located right here, and it's both in Switzerland and France. Major water bodies located around France include the Mediterranean Sea, which the Gulf of Lion is in, and the Atlantic Ocean, which the English Channel and the Bay of Biscay are located in. The 2 major mountain ranges in France are the Pyrenees, located along Spain and France, creating a border, and the Alps, which create a border along Switzerland, Italy, and France. When going to France, passports are needed by Americans and must be reconfirmed at the departure. Remember that jet lag is also a factor, since they are 7 hours ahead of us. When you get there, you will find that many French speak English also, especially in larger cities and major companies that deal with Americans often. The basic French currency is the franc, which is often written with 1 or 2 capital F's. The exchange rate at last check was 5.15 francs to the American dollar. There are no health advisories to be aware of, other than some food from vendors may sometimes be contaminated. Be sure you dress in a casual chic there, since the French like to be sophisticated but not sloppy. Shorts along with sweatsuits and tennis shoes are a big no-no, and will raise eyebrows in some areas if worn. The business hours in France are basically the same, but there are a few things you should know when shopping. For example, banks tend to close for lunch, which is a 3-hour ordeal there, and they tend to close from noon to about 1 or 2 p.m. Another thing that is a little bit different is they charge a 18.6% sales or use tax on most things and services. Good for you though, because if you're taking your merchandise out of the country, or if you plan to spend more than 2,000 francs in one place at one time, you can get a refund. This is done by getting the official D-tax reform that most stores carry, and afterwards you present it to a custom desk at the airport, and allow a little time for this. It does take a while. One differential in tipping I noticed was that most French tip the movie theater usher. They say about 2 francs is about average. As far as crime goes there are a few purse snatchers and pickpocketers, as well as gypsy children. Gypsy children are a group of small children that surround you and begging with holding out newspapers, and when you're not paying attention, well, they get your valuables from you. Most likely you not catch these children, but for these emergencies and others, you can call 17 for the police or 18 for fire and medical emergencies. Some of the environmental issues occurring in this area right now in the world are acid rain, air pollution, agricultural runoff, and water pollution from urban waste. A little over a quarter of France is covered by forest and woodland. Another quarter is pastures and meadows, which leaves, well, about 50% for all those cities and everything else. To refresh your memory a bit, France is right here. The English Channel's right there, Bay of Biscay on the Atlantic Ocean, Mediterranean Sea, Gulf of Leon. It's also bordered by Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Switzerland, and here are the Alps. There's Italy. This is Spain down here, Andorra right there, and that should wrap it up.